Yo, what's going on? It's Shane187 kicking it with you. You're kicking with me. We got red-headed step stacker. And I assume he is obviously a redhead. Anyway, let's listen to see what he's got to say. Apparently he's had a bit of a run-in with Sage. You know, Sage. Very good man.
I believe someone's Antifa. I'm not saying I have proof. I'm saying my gut. I'll take responsibility for that. Is that there's at least 40% black hats giving intel. And the guy I had on my channel the other night is one of them because he doesn't go after CNN. He doesn't go after MSNBC. He doesn't go after Jen Psaki. He doesn't go after Joe Biden. He doesn't go after Pelosi. He doesn't go after Mitch McConnell. He goes after us. So how can he say he's one of us? He's not. He is the enemy. And if you think he's not, have fun.
So redheaded step stacker said Sage is the enemy, right? So let's hear Liberty flip flop.
I need to hop in here for just a second. I need to hop in for just a second because some of those platforms that you just threw out there are some of the research platforms that they use. So, and I'm not making that up.
If that's what you're insinuating, Liberty, yes, I do use that, as well as many other search engines. I like to cross-reference everything, you know, like every good researcher should do.
But I want to be clear. I never called anybody. I
Liberty mightn't be the fearless leader we thought he was.
Never called anybody Antifa.
He is the enemy. And if you think he's not, have fun.
Never called anybody Antifa.
He is the enemy. And if you think he's not, have fun.
Never called anybody Antifa. What I was bringing to the conversation was I was making a comment that there are all kinds of bad guys out there that take advantage of elderly people, and they take billions of dollars from those people, but I don't see anybody out there fighting that. So that was my point that I was trying to
asking himself, why me? Why me? Why does everyone pick on me? No, it's not you, Liberty. It's the shit you are catering to.
Yeah, I was saying I believe someone's Antifa. I'm not saying I have proof. I'm saying my gut. I'll take responsibility for that. You know, that's all you got to do. And that's how we inch closer. 1% amongst all of us, we're done quick. And that's why, and I'm going to say it, that's why I talk to Mike Penny. I don't believe everything Mike Penny says. I don't believe almost anything that he says. But if my heart's right, he's a patriot. He may be a patriot that's getting information from really bad sources because we already know 40% of us are black hats.
So Sage is Antifa and Mike Penny is a patriot. All right. Let's get that straight.
So, you know, that's why if a guy like Mike Penny decides, and he has done 2 missions, and I commend him on that, he has turned his audience into an army, a digital army, once for the hospital event and for the woman stuck in the hospital. Penny decided to do the FCC thing. He has 3 people minimum in every county of the United States. And if you count all of his subscribers, he's got, if I did the math wrong, it's still like 10 or 12. I think I did the math and it was like 30. But 3,005 divided into 76,000. That's 22 people per county in the United States. Mike Penny can tell them, go run for office. He's got 22 people that can work together in any county of the United States. So as long as Mike Penny is a red-blooded American, even no matter how far off I think he is, I think that he could really do years worth of damage in one day.
Yeah. So
Great. I thought Red was actually going to call him a patriot. Well, that's obviously a word Red likes to throw around pretty loosely. But the thing is, they agreed with him. They actually agreed. He's a dangerous man.
I don't think anyone's talked about the elephant in the room. And I know that some of the people on the panel is going to get this joke, but Red, I've noticed that you changed the characters there. Looks like Batman and Robin in the Batmobile.
1974. Oh yeah.
But I just have one
toy,
question
Jeff?
for you.
Who remembers
is Batman's hand up Robin's ass?
Not now, but before I got on the air, yeah.
They're gonna see. This is the thing. You do not mix internet live streams with alcohol, okay? And especially with middle-aged men that are going through midlife crises, or men that are coming to the end of their lives and they're having end-of-life crises, I guess you'd call them. And they say these things because they think they're cool, but you've got to understand that these people want to be taken seriously, and then they talk about shit like this.
So
he's doing a reach over.
Okay, so
they just met at the forest preserves and they don't know each other. Do you ever walk in on one of those at the forest preserves? When I was riding my motorbike, it was like.
Now, I do apologize. It is going to get pretty low below conversation. It's low intelligence. They're going to see. This is the thing. You do not mix internet live streams with alcohol, okay? And especially with middle-aged men that are going through midlife crises, or men that are coming to the end of their lives and they're having end-of-life crises, I guess you'd call them. And they say these things because they think they're cool, but you've got to understand that these people want to be taken seriously, and then they talk about shit like this.
This is the land of men having sex. Why are there people standing way out in the woods having sex?
Yeah, because I was just wondering if Robin was the puppet for Batman, and that's why he had his hand up his ass.
They did get together at an unusually wrong age, and if I had to say Batman today, he would definitely Jeffrey Epstein would have Batman's phone number in his black book. In today's world, Robin would have had slept with every producer in Hollywood by now. But those are the gems.
I thought that's when he came out with a new weapon.
And that concludes story time with Red from Rebel Republic.
Some special kind of hammer.
Yeah, I can go south real fast. I won't.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to bounce here in just a minute. So, and then I'm gonna have to
your
get out of
frank
here
speech material, man. You need to get off of this platform. It ain't doing nothing for you. Your frank speech material.
Well, yeah, and I'll tell you what, Liberty. I am glad that
you got that wrong. It's Libert. It's Libert.
Oh, I'm sorry, Libert.
These jokes are just so funny. Oh, wow, I forgot to laugh.
I'm really glad, Libert, that when you say you're doing a podcast, it's actually a podcast and not a YouTube video.
Right.
Because that gets
I noticed that's the new thing. Yeah.
Wow, these jokes just sting. Kick a man while they're down.
Is that there's at least 40% black hats giving intel, and the guy I had on my channel the other night is one of them. because he doesn't go after CNN. He doesn't go after MSNBC. He doesn't go after Jen Psaki. He doesn't go after Joe Biden. He doesn't go after Pelosi. He doesn't go after Mitch McConnell. He goes after us.
I don't think Sage is anything like you. Sage is more a facts-based guy. He relies on facts rather than just hearsay.